What's up, folks? You guys would not believe where I am today. I am at Colonia Divina, the Divine Colony, where Joshua Burney, or also known as Fruitarian Farmer, is residing. And he has a absolutely beautiful land. I don't know how big it is. I don't think it matters. It's big enough to support a huge Kins domain. And already he's planting trees that are, 5 years old. And it's giving me a lot of inspiration to what my project and wherever I continue Operation Lighthouse could be, or any other projects that we start with other people. And I'll admit, I'm also thinking of Florida too, not just Rhoda, because after looking at some of old world Florida videos and seeing that the Rockefellers also wanted to retire in Florida and so on and so forth, that perhaps it could also be a good area. But again, Rhoda, it's so quiet there, it's so pristine there, it's so untouched there. There's many difficulties in starting something there, but I think it would be well worth the challenge. And I've already made, in just the 3 or 4 days that I was there, I've made the connections to where now I have someone I can leave my things with. And this guy has land that possibly could be worked. And, just a great, I guess you could call it Lighthouse, just a great way to have a base and some lands that if anyone were to come and help, we would have a place to, sustain ourselves and live, rent-free. So I guess that's another thing I want to talk about in this video is we're so linear, we think so, how do you say? I was going to say simply, but it's the simple that's not in a good way. We think so surface to surface. We don't look and peer deeper into the issue. So right now I brought some seeds from Kirapawan, the most southern island of Philippines, to Joshua Burney, and now he has his hands on all of these seeds that I brought over that he did not have access to in the region that I am now, Negro Occidental. So it's little things like this that go completely unnoticed and go completely unappreciated. It's little things like me going out of my way and seeing projects that are beginning. And for instance, this guy I'm going to go see in Palawan before I return to Saipan, who has 400 or 500 hectares in again Palawan, and wants to do some kind of an Anastasia Kins domain there too. So the thing is, I could just be a hermit, hunker down, and just focus on Rhoda, or I could use the funds that I received, and start to spread out like a, like a domino, like a blossoming flower, not just blossoming in one area, but all areas together at once. And I do think there's a real effect on me just being within the masses, within the zombies, navigating my way through such, and finding the key people that are spiritual leaders. Really, they may not seem like much, they may not have all the money, they may not have all the cars, they may not have all this superficial value that people look for, but really they have something in their core that is invaluable. So actually I do want to talk about the funds a bit, because the sister that did give me the funds promised me in a video call, I'm really investing in you. I'm not investing in any land or any project. I'm investing in you, right? And so I took that, to heart, and I moved forward. And I don't know if I want to go into names, but there's a girl that you guys are probably very familiar with that's a fruitarian, and right now her parents are beating her, holding her hostage. Numerous people are contacting me that have run across this girl that's being held hostage and saying how they're trying to help, but their parents are threatening, withholding passport, someone that's already sovereign. And what happened was these parents started spreading rumors about me. I'm sure some of the rumors were true, but most of them were not. That I would drug someone, whatever it is they need to do to sway the public opinion of me, they carried forth. And that's fine, because again, I'm like Batman. I don't care what people say about me, because what I'm doing here, how I'm moving, is different from what people characterize me as. But it's kind of crazy that people around, just like vultures and parasites, just like the mildew that grows on something that's rotting, people will flock and enjoy in this jealousy, in this this girl named V actually told me jealousy is when you don't feel good about yourself because you're not embodying what someone else is doing. That's great. So why don't you be happy for someone that's making waves on a earth-wide scale, rather than worry about small little values of money, how it's being spent here, how it's being spent there. Because you guys don't understand the non-linear movements that I am making. You guys don't understand Occupy the Getty. You guys want to just hope that someone's doing the job for you. You guys want to just hope that the children are being cleared from under the tunnels. You guys just want to hope about all of this. So me, for instance, I won't mention names, but you guys know there's a big, how do you say, there are a few people, I'll just say it's a sanctuary, that have made a big influence in my life, mostly for good. And I've donated a huge amount of wealth, because at that point I thought, I didn't need this wealth, and I'd rather spend it on this sanctuary and a potential house that was going to be built for me, right? But those funds were basically leaked out into an unfortunate legal event, and I didn't complain, because I knew it didn't matter where my money went, because I had the value inside of me, right? And so now we come to a point where this lady again donates to me, says that she's going to invest in me, hears rumors about me, and decides to try to pull back on an investment, which is a donation, which is why I specifically told her to donate to me as friends and family, because that means no contract. And what a no contract donation allows me to do is be free in this donation and not be held to anything, because the amount of value that I give to the world is not computable. But yes, just like many of you are saying, money is a reality, and if I didn't have money, I wouldn't be able to see my friends in the Philippines. I wouldn't be able to get the inspiration, the seeds, the different things that are needed to continue this mission and to learn myself in this great school that is called Earth. By the way, the amount that I donated to the sanctuary is more than the amount that was donated to me. So honestly, I don't think anything is being done wrong here, because I'm doing the things that are necessary to advance this Operation Lighthouse, Kin's Domain, Edenology movement. And this includes Occupy the Getty. So guess what, guys? I'm going to go see Stephen D. Kelly. I don't know when, I don't know how, but eventually I will go see him, because he is a Jedi warrior general that needs support. Because he's a guy that's saying we gotta actually do something, not just say, oh, Trump, 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 Q, 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 please help us. We're hopeless and we're not gonna do anything about it. We're gonna keep living our unhealthy, dangerous, perilous lives, constantly, doing this balancing act on the cliff, hoping that someone comes and saves us out of nowhere, some precarious salvation. No, Jesus Christ is within you. You have to move, you have to do, you have to be. Your words have to match your actions. And that's why I'm telling you folks that the funds I will use in the adequate means to get this explosion, to get this nuclear fusion going. And that's what's happening right now. I cannot believe I am here. I am injured. I can barely walk straight. But I am here at Colonia Divina with Joshua Burney. And you will not believe, we can't even communicate that well because his English is not that good. And I don't speak Tagalog or Bisaya. But it doesn't matter about the language, because it's what's in our heart. It's the love. It's the gleam in our eye that we exchange. Two kins, two soul family members coming together and seeing you're real, I'm real. It's priceless, folks. So instead of living off and parasiting on rumors and fake ideas, why don't you go and move away from the city? Why don't you go and start something of your own? Why don't you come here and help me? Whether it's Philippines, whether it's Rhoda, I'm going to be talking, I don't want to hype myself up, but my friend wants the mayor of Saipan to speak with me because I want to talk about some kind of an immigration plan to make it special in this Commonwealth of the United States where people can come in without worry of visa as long as they're planting fruit. So there's a lot of things in the background in the works that and again, I don't want to say that certain things will be accomplished. Perhaps the mayor might pull out last second, but I'm just saying there's things that are happening, right? Julian Assange coming to Saipan, of all places, where I start an Operation Lighthouse mission, whether it's trying to cover up the attention or give more attention and more credence to what I'm doing there, or it could be just a coincidence, but again, you guys know there are no coincidences. Wherever you look, if you have light of your own, you can recognize the light that I'm putting out. Just like when I walk past these Filipino people, they don't understand what it is about me. They collect certain details about my past, but they still don't understand what is this light that's radiating out of this guy. Why does this guy look like, they keep calling me Papa Jesus, but why does this guy look like some spiritual being? What is this energy he's giving off? And again, it's just how I move, how I act, and what I know to be true in my heart. Whether it's cellular earth, whether it's astrology, whether it's Anastasia, whether it's Occupy the Getty, whether it's Krishnamurti talking about being nothing and no one and nobody, because that's really who I am, guys. I am you. So let yourself be. Because if you don't let yourself be, how are you going to live? How are you going to thrive? How are you going to contribute to this new Eden, to this new earth? You're not contributing. All you're doing is whining about a promise that you failed to keep. And now that I am retracting my time from being wasted by stupid people that have nothing better to do but gossip and just live off of, the negative energy. Just because I say no longer is that worth my time. My time is more valuable than any money that can be given to me. I can be given $1 billion. It's still not enough to pay for what I am doing for this earth. And this is the same for all of you if you are acting in a regenerative capacity. But most of you guys are acting like degenerates. So quit that shit. Step up, plant some seeds, and help this revolution, this peaceful revolution, whether it's getting the children out of these bunkers ourselves or planting the seeds for the future children to thrive and survive instead of this disgusting world that's rotting into oblivion, which I will also make a video of. But I'm getting a lot of comments here about these rumors, so I just want to nip it in the bud because it is ridiculous and what you guys are doing is useless. Let me be free in what I'm going to do. And I promise you, I don't even need to promise you, but I promise you, it's going to work out. Whatever I do with the donations I've received is going to be way more valuable than 99.9% of what you guys are going to do. Constantly buying ramen, constantly buying MSG, constantly supporting the industries that are killing you. When the money comes into my hands, it is the most dangerous thing for this money cursed society because every dollar I spend is spent again for Operation Lighthouse to light up the regenerative and natural capacity of man everywhere around the world. So I don't want to have to start deleting comments or blocking people, but I will have to because it's not constructive at all. And you're just taking up time and space and wasting people's lives, really. And even my dear brother, I won't mention his name, had to get in the middle of all this. But right now, all the things he's talking about are things I've been talking about years ago. So we're still on the same page, we're still disseminating the same codes, yet we're having to fight over some people that got some money over a divorce fund. That doesn't even seem like an honorable way of getting the money in the first place. And now I'm saying I'm gonna, spiritually launder this money, right? I'm gonna make this money worth the dead pieces of debt. And people have a problem with that. It's just unbelievable. So, mind your own business. Unless you're gonna help me out, unless you're gonna actually help the regenerative, soil rebuilding future of man, unless you're gonna actually help getting these children out of the bunkers and stop pretending like someone's gonna help you, unless you're gonna actually make moves, don't talk to me, because you're a waste of time, you're a waste of space, you're a waste of breath. So stop wasting your breath, take a deep breath, and with that breath, with that Holy Spirit, move and do something worthwhile with your time. Heal the nation, heal the people, heal yourself. Because if you're not even healed yourself, how are you trying to help others? So as I heal my wounds in the Philippines, and as I touch base with like-minded individuals, I will keep in touch and keep in contact and keep making content and videos for you guys. As I evolve or involve as a human being, as there's a revolution happening in me, as I see the people fit for a revolution outside of me, as I see the friends and the family, the soul family, and the Jedi warriors that are gonna make a change at least with themselves, if they can't make a change with these zombie masses that have nothing better to do than eat shit and waste their time. I continue on with Operation Lighthouse. Love you guys. I'll make another video soon, especially about what I've been seeing in the Philippines, and yeah. See you guys.